The Wolfpack are the comeback kids. A-Rod joins to say hey kid, and we'll explain why I'm wearing this jersey. All that coming up in sports.
Where else? Where else?
Yes.
I don't know.
That's awesome.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Sheraton Bradley Airport here in the lovely town of Windsor Locks. And tonight, why am I here? Well, it's the 50-year celebration of the 1965 Little League World Championship team. And about 50 years ago, we were over in a hangar over there here at Bradley Airport, and the governor and all that was here after winning the Little League World Series. Well, 50 years later, a little gray hair, a lot less hair in the whole 9 yards. We are back to celebrate. However, we must get to the day in sports before we talk and get back to that subject. All right, let's start with, Jones and Brown. They're pretty normal names, right? Well, Byron Jones, the New Britain native who went to St. Paul's High before heading to UConn, was picked in the first round by, how about them Cowboys? The boys need a cornerback, and, well, they thought Byron was just what the doctor ordered. Now, there are those who think he was just a workout freak who was great at the combine, but might not work out when the games begin. Well, his new head coach doesn't agree.
Two-year starter safety, two-year starter at corner. This is not a workout warrior that we drafted. We drafted a football player we really think plays the right way and has a chance to really develop at a couple different spots for us.
The second and third rounds will be held tonight, with rounds 4 through 7 on Saturday. That's when Yale's Tyler Varga and UConn's Jeremy Davis and B.J. McBride are expected to go. The Connecticut Sun's chances of rebounding this year took a big hit today with the retirement of sharpshooting guard Katie Douglas due to that back injury. KT, a 14-year veteran of the WNBA, starting with the Sun, then to Indiana and back to the Sun, was told by her back surgeon that she could do permanent damage to her back if she continued to play.
I've been so blessed to be an athlete and to love what I've done for 14 years, to consider it my job, but also it's what I love. So I want to find out what it is that I love off the court and what I love to do. And when I know what that is, I'll know when it's right, because then I'll know that I'm putting all my energy, my effort, my will into that. So definitely, though, coaching is an option and something that I think that I would love.
Yep. Yep. Well, tonight over at the XL Center, the Wolfpack and Providence Bruin meet in Game 5, one game for the chance to advance to the next round. To make sure they would win, the Boston Bruins sent David Pasternak and Ryan Spooner down, two guys who played a lot in the NHL this year. So do the Wolfpack defensemen have to worry about that and more?
Ultimately, you're playing against a team, so you just got to play hard against everyone, and like I said, just really being a little extra aware of when a couple of those guys especially are on the ice.
Okay. All right, he also should mention that Southern Connecticut basketball coach, that's right, Mike Donnelly, who did a tremendous job. They won 2 games before he took over. He's going to Florida Southern to be the head coach. Good for him, bad for Southern. All righty, we are celebrating the 50 years of our Little League World Championship, and we have a team historian. This is Phil Devlin. This is the guy who keeps us in line and lets us know what's going on. Phil, a catcher, outfielder, and a great swimmer. That's right. So, Phil, come up with the biggest statistic. You gave me a couple of biggies here.
Well, I think a number of things jump out to me. First of all, it was single elimination in those days. So, we won 13 games in a row, and there were 6,300 teams in the world trying to do what we did, and we were the only ones not to lose a game. So that's key. I think it's also notable that our pitchers, Billy Boardman, Mike Roach, combined, they had a 0.53 ERA. Mm-hmm. And that's, back then in single elimination days, as you would know, you had to have 2 really good pitchers, and boy, did we ever, We had a lot of other good players, but the pitching was the key.
As for this particular event, just getting back, I mean, it's just been like old home week for the last few minutes.
It's been wonderful. I feel blessed to have grown up in Windsor Locks when I did, and I think you feel the same way.
Yep.
We had so many opportunities. We had wonderful adult support and neighbors, and so many programs that we could participate in that it was just terrific. So, and to be able to renew those relationships again, it's wonderful. It's just a
Beautiful.
lot of fun.
Thanks, Phil.
You're welcome.
We'll see you inside.
Okay.
Wonderful. You don't have to go away. It's all right. I've been told to wrap, but that's no big deal. And, of course, tonight we'll have Yanks and Red Sox and Fox Follies guys. Back to you. This is a picture of the Windsor Locks Little League All-Stars circa 1965. Just so happened to be a special group. You see this girl, and I don't know that guy. They won the Little League World Series. Tonight at the Sheraton Bradley Airport, a large crowd got together to celebrate and honor that group of 16 players, manager and coach, who put a small town of Windsor Locks on the baseball map. What's that guy doing with an earpiece?
Bobby, it's great. Fantastic. See some of the old faces. Everybody looks great. Old classmates as well. Absolutely great. Windsor Locks will never forget, and we really appreciate that.
To think that they care about us 50 years later is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's nice.
By the way, that's Mike Roach, who hates to talk, and I made him.
And you made him talk.
Yeah,
It must have been a great experience
It was
for
a
you as
fabulous
kid.
event. I mean, and the people who put it on, the folks from the Little League, and Stacy DeMarco, whose dad played for our team, Steve Shear, they did just a tremendous job.
Well, it's a big deal that you guys won all those years. I'm glad they still remember it.
Yeah.
It really was.
And we still remember it. The memory's not shot on that one. I'm telling you way back when. Family, friends, and fans of the 1965 Little League World Champions from Windsor Locks. The other night they celebrated the 50-year anniversary of their title with a banquet at the Sheraton Bradley. Then yesterday at legendary Pacey Park, the fellas joined the Windsor Locks Little League as they held their opening day. It was fun to see the happy faces of the next generation of Little Leaguers. Also a great time for team members to reminisce about the bonds that tied them together to this day.
There was no worry about who played or didn't play. It was win or move on, and that's all that mattered. And everybody had an important part on the team. And there was no, I couldn't tell you who batted once or twice during the whole thing. It was everyone was together.
I remember the guys.
Right.
All the other people, they remember a lot more than I do.
I know.
I don't know what happens, but that's why they gave me the boot here, though.
A wonderful experience. I mean, what a nice opportunity to come down here and see everybody. Hopefully, maybe we'll get to do it again.
Maybe we will get to do it again. Great group of guys, and it was great to see him this weekend. That'll do it in sports. I'm Bob Rumbold. Have a great day, everybody. You too, Dave Wurtzel. You too, Brett. And you too, Lauren, Victory, and Deno.